Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for November 2017. This month, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. Also, this month, I'm doing a reading special for 2018 readings. You can get a personal one down at the link in the description below. But let's see what we have coming up for you at this time. And it looks very positive, I would say. Pretty much everybody has had a very positive month so far. You start off with the 8 of Diamonds, so financial security, thinking about financial opportunities is a word I'm getting as well. This card does not represent necessarily financial opportunities, but I do feel like there's a lot of financial opportunities for you as well, and I feel like that's what this card is saying. I also think that there are things that you could do right now that probably wouldn't pay off until the future, and so these are like investments maybe, or just work in general, and I do feel like saying the work you're doing now is going to be more beneficial in the future. So it's definitely a message that's coming in, and again, this could be in business, pretty much anything. I feel like there are things that are going to, again, affect you in the future. There's like things that you could do that would kind of compound, and pay off in a bigger way in the future. So, yeah, I would definitely try and focus on those things at this time because, again, I feel like there's like a major compounding effect. I feel like there's other investments as well. I feel, to be quite honest, I feel very focused on this card, and I feel like, you could be like even investing in relationships and things like that with time. And again, I feel like doing that will be very beneficial in the future. Next, you have the 7 of Clubs, slow and steady progress forward, kind of just making progress towards your goals. Very good card for progress, kind of. It can represent being a little scattered, so I would just say focus in on things. Although, having said that, again, you actually have a lot of cards of focus and of being very driven on a path. So I really don't think that's going to be much of a problem for you at this time. But definitely a card of kind of working towards something. Next, you have the 10 of Clubs, one of my favorite cards in the deck. Represents abundance and success and, all those other great things. You also have the 10 of Hearts as well. Both of these cards are great for dating, meeting new people if you're single, even if you're not single. Just great cards for hanging out with friends, networking, building a network, and all of that other stuff. I do think it's really, really important for people to build a network, like especially if you have a business. I feel like building a network is like way more important than anything else right now. I feel like in the near future, a lot of the benefits we are going to get is going to come through like our networks. It's going to come through people. I mean, just taking a quick look at the astrology of the future, over the next few years, I think that there's like just a lot of benefits, more so than we've ever had before in the past. That would, that kind of comes from personal, like one-on-one type of relationships, and that expand to a network. So it's like it starts with you just talking to one person, but it goes out from there. So I would definitely encourage people to build up a network. If you're in business, even if you're not, even if you just have a job, just telling people what you do, I think is very important. Very good card for working on passions, by the way. I wouldn't normally say that. I'm going to skip ahead to the 10 of Hearts, but the 10 of Hearts is a card of working on passions. This is also something that's come up. I think that in the future, a lot of people will have little side jobs or side businesses and things just to make extra money, and I think it will be very beneficial. I think it's going to usher in kind of like this new level of prosperity that people will be experiencing, so it's very exciting, but it's going to take a time to build up. And part of that is doing something that you're passionate about, and I've been telling people for years now to start working on something now. Like, even if it doesn't turn anything, start a YouTube channel about something you're passionate about, or start a blog or something. Like, now is the time to get it started so that in the future, when all this happens, you have it, and it's bigger than anybody else, so you can really benefit from it. So, I think I want to say I told like Scorpio like a while ago, I don't care if you're passionate about, worm farms is the example I use. It doesn't matter what you're passionate about. I think that there's money to be made in the near future with like pretty much anything. So, and you just have to kind of figure out how to make money basically with those things with this card. Like I said, amazing card for dating, amazing card for meeting new people, and it's also a card that represents fortune after difficulty, so good things coming in after a difficult period of time. Next, you have the Ace of Spades, so existing problems being resolved. Really nice card. Overcoming obstacles, overcoming difficulties, and seeing really positive changes. It can also represent needing to like focus in. Sometimes this card is called the Razor, and it represents like needing to focus in very specifically as to like what is not working in your life and just cutting it right out. And I do feel, and this card actually just says you're going to be doing that. So don't be surprised if you kind of come up with some surprising changes or some thoughts to like get rid of something surprisingly, but it will be beneficial. And then finally you have the Nine of Diamonds, card of progress, profits, and promotions and vision, and like future visions and things. I think that a lot of you could be focused on the future. That's why I told you all about this, like coming up with a business, even if you're not into business, and all this other stuff, because, or at least developing a skill. I think that also in the future it's going to be really important to just have a very specific skill, something that you're interested in, and I think that could be very beneficial. I tell people all the time, because people always ask me like, they're like, I can't afford to go back to school or anything like that to learn a skill. I'm like, there are tons, number one, YouTube, number one, is like the best place that you can learn things for free. There's like tons of knowledge. You can learn almost anything. I guarantee if you typed in worm farming right now into the search bar, there would be tons of information about it. So, there's tons of ways to become an expert on something. And I highly recommend that, you are one of the signs that kind of focuses on it. Tens represent teaching and learning. So, I think that learning some sort of skill, all of you, like I said, everybody, even if you're retired, I think that this will help you out. So learning about some sort of passion where you could become like a consultant, where you could make extra money, where you could start a business, where you could sell stuff. I mean, it doesn't matter. I think that there's definitely a focus on that for you at this time. And I feel very focused on it. That's why I'm kind of harping on it, because I do feel like it will be, if you start something now, it will be very beneficial in the future. Like I said, no matter what it is, it really doesn't matter. But that's what I would do. So thank you for watching, and enjoy your November.